Made in UA. Where's that? United Emirates? Uganda? Uruguay. Whoa, look at that.
Quick little helpless.
You know what? I've never heard of it. What? Good afternoon, everybody. As you guys might have previously seen, Mrs. Monky has a very sick daily, very pimp, 99 Toyota Corolla E11, the 1.34 FE.
Very fast.
No. I think they've got about 75 horsepower stock these. Today we shall be heading up to the farm to do the first modification. First thing we've got is a strut brace, a front strut brace from a G6R. And we've also got in the back, I'll quickly show you guys, we've got some Toyota Yaris T Sport wheels. They're 15 inch and they've got a 185 55 15 on there at the moment, but we'll be getting some 195 50 15 tyres, so slightly lower profile and slightly wider. Fingers crossed we've actually got some spare nuts somewhere. If not, we can kind of just look at the wheels and pretend, yeah. Massive thanks to the guys at Fensport. I'm going to chuck Fensport's Instagram and social medias down here. They are actually sending us a full service pack. We are actually planning on swapping the engine eventually, but for now we just want to do a sort of basic service on the car and make sure she's tip-top so you can get to work safely. Ultimately, because Georgie's doing quite a few miles, the engine we choose has to be, relatively speaking, quite fuel efficient. We were kind of thinking of a Starlet turbo engine, but yeah, after a lot of sort of thoughts, we're probably going to go with a 3SGE, which is like the naturally aspirated engines used to find in the old Celicas, like the ST202 and the SW20 MR2s. The other engine which Fensport mentioned, which is actually quite a good idea, is the 2ZZGE, which is the engine you found in the Toyota Corolla T Sport, which is like the newer version of this.
Yeah.
That's definitely a good possibility. I think they're about 190 horsepower, they've got VVTI, and they're pretty decent on fuel as well. You keep getting bullied on the road, don't you?
Yeah, it's a crazy thing when someone sees you in a small,
cheap car, yeah.
They just seem to want to run you off the road.
And we only pay 500 quid for it, so it's an absolute bargain. Mileage is just under 100,000 miles. Anyway, we will be at the farm in a short while. Peace. Hi, Scouts.
Man off the telly!
Woo! What, you? You're the most famous ginger I know. Mitto! Hi. Back from the land of the rising sun. Are you jet lagged?
No.
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 You look fresh. You look younger.
Really?
Yeah.
It's weird because my beard's grown. It's like the opposite of what should happen.
Nice to see you, dude.
I am mucky preparing spares.
What for? Drifting?
Always.
Yes. One Toyota Corolla. As you guys can see, she's the 3-door hatchback. Quick look inside. Really cool interior in this. We did actually look at quite a few different Corollas, but specifically we wanted to find one with the black or the sort of darker interior. Some of the other models have like a matching sort of colour to the dash. It's like a light sort of grey, which looks a little bit naff. These used to be a rally car. They actually competed in the WRC, I think back in 1998 or 1999. Even if we look from the back here, apart from the fact it's obviously got wheel trims, it does still look pretty cool. Do you want to open the boot, my lady? Right, there we go. Lovely set of used Yaris T Sport wheels. Very, very cool. Managed to pick them off a nice chap off Instagram.
Yeah.
Paid 40 quid, which I think was very reasonable. Right, get me gardening gloves on. 100 pairs for $9.99. Tyres look alright, G. Yeah, they're not too bad. They've definitely got a decent amount of tread left. Probably sort of 5mm left in that. Primary. Made in UA. Where's that? United Emirates? No, that's UE. Uganda? Uruguay. This one is a different brand. So this is a land sale. Loads of tread in that. Almost new, to be honest.
Yeah.
At least there should be a primary 4 to 5mm.
Don't show
on
the
that.
inside.
Don't worry about it. It's used, man. It's what's to be expected. But yeah, on the whole, pretty decent. We will get them refurbished at some point. Ultimately, we want to keep this car kind of OEM looking, don't we?
Yeah.
Like sort of OEM plus. Sporty Toyota.
Ooh.
We had a little look. The nuts that you get on the steel wheels are actually different. Very fortunately, Scouse has some spare OEM Toyota or Lexus lug nuts that he had on his old Lexus. Happy.
Very happy.
You really want wheels, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
These wheels are, I mean, they don't look horrendous, but obviously they're quite sort of biscuity wheels. They're quite skinny, aren't they? Oh, next piece of the puzzle.
Massive boomerang.
Because we're not only doing one mod today, we're doing two, as my kind associate will now demonstrate.
1 hour later.
Ta-da!
That is a front original strut brace from a Corolla G6R. Obviously, idea with that is to connect the two front turrets, the suspension turrets, and to stiffen it up a little bit. Everyone likes it a little bit. Paintwork on the car is actually pretty clean as well. There's a couple of small little marks around it, but for a 1999 car, which is now 21 years old, she is in pretty good nick. This one's also a pre-facelift. They did a facelift model, I think, after 99 or 2000. I think this was just before the facelift. Quite cute. They've got these little sort of side lights integrated into the wings. Whoa, look at that.
Beast.
What a beast. Pretty cool inlet manifold design. The good thing with these older Toyotas, lots of the sort of newer engines like we were mentioning earlier, pretty much swap straight into these cars, so lots of power coming up. Do you want to start her up? Right, first little issue, not a massive one. Yeah, with the G6R, they've obviously got holes from factory. This, not being a G6R, hasn't got the holes, so it mounts up perfectly here, and it mounts up perfectly there. First thing we're going to do is just remove this bolt on the map sensor, which is a 11. That's the map sensor out the way. We'll sort that out with a cable tie in a little bit. Next job is just removing these two strut nuts. Sick. That's those two nuts out of the way. I'm just going to start taking the wiper arms off, which are a 12mm. How much do you charge? Too much.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Ta-da! Done. Right, wipers off. Next up, we've got loads of screws to undo with a Phillips screwdriver. Right, there we go. She is glossy, isn't she? If you guys can see, we can now actually get our hands behind there, so we can actually get a nut and a bolt through there to get it all nice and secure. Mate, OEM plus. We have some holes. Happy days, man. Shut those through. Massive structural rigidity. It's not quite a roll cage, but it definitely make a little bit of difference. Yeah, all good?
Yeah.
Tighten these bad boys down as well. Although the only thing I will say is because we're going to change the engine, the map sensor location might change, so maybe for now it's just best to cable tie it.
Yeah, rather than drilling multiple holes, yeah.
Yeah, because we drill a hole and then it changes position, it's going to be null and void, isn't it? Just reinstalling the panel. Wipers back in place. Always best to just kind of put it down, just being careful just to make sure you're not doing that. Last but not least, the little caps are fixed into place like so. And that's it. G6R strut brace, completed it. Before we go and fit the Yaris T Sport wheels, Mr. Misso has actually just come back from Japan.
From another country.
He has been in Japan and he's bought some presents.
I have.
First of all, I can see many cool Japanese Kit Kats.
You always have to bring Kit Kats.
Strawberry Kit Kats from Japan.
And
the one.
What you have to do is basically buy a bunch of Kit Kats and then chuck them in a bowl without the labels, so you don't know what they are. And you just got to go for it. There's always a bad one, isn't there?
Oh, mate, Missy did it last time. It was a green tea flavour.
That was me. That was me last year.
If you see any green ones, don't get the green ones because they're wasabi or green tea. Oh, look at this.
I know you like Blitz
Yeah.
because you got your overalls.
Yeah.
So I got your Blitz damper key ring.
Oh man, that is cool. Look at that. Complete with Japanese writing, official Blitz. That's really sick, man. You're a star. What a legend.
Right, I got you this, which is drive recorder loading car.
Interesting translation. We love it though. It's so cute the way they translate everything, isn't it? Drive recorder loading car. That'll go with you with your dash cam.
I don't have a dash cam.
It's pretty much a Japanese dash cam sticker.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, what is that?
It is the latest edition of Drift Tengoku, which is Drift Heaven magazine.
You know what? I've never heard of it.
What?
It does look sick though.
This is basically like the magazine that made everything happen. Don't read it, you'll break the scene. But it's January 1st, 2020.
Oh man, look at that. That's actually probably quite a bit of a collector's edition, man, with that date. It's confusing as well because it's actually back to front.
Yeah, you don't read it that way, you read it that way. But my little dream is to get on the cover of Drift Tengoku.
No.
If I did that's it, life complete. I'd quit drifting.
Life made.
Fuck it, that's done. Yeah.
Quick little flick. I don't want to get it too messy, but yeah, that's a quick little look inside. Proper cool, man. As much as I can't read Japanese, I do really enjoy looking at the pictures, so.
Do you think I can read anything?
Well, probably a little bit.
0.
What's that? That's very pink. Definitely
These are platinum shower air fresheners. So technically these are for Georgie. There's 3 of them, so I'm fairly confident that one may end up in one of your cars as well.
Only if Gigi's feeling really nice.
Got one in Rollo.
Yeah, one in Rollo.
What's Rollo? I've missed out.
No, the Corolla.
Oh, that's Rollo?
That's
Yeah,
Rollo.
that's its name, Rollo.
It's can't go in the FD, that, isn't it, really?
Oh, Mito, once again, man, really kind. You didn't need to buy us presents, but really appreciate it, dude. Next up, we are going to start to fit the Yaris wheels. So yeah, first thing I'm going to do is just jack up the car and start removing the steel wheels. One steel removed. We're just trying to work out basically what has the maximum tread so we can put the full 75 horsepower onto the tarmac.
I mean, I would go with those. Just like, I mean, they're both budgets, but at least that's got more tread
Decent
on it.
tread, yeah. Little bit of copper slip onto the threads. Sick. Right, that is one. It is a little bit flat, as you guys can see, but we'll chuck some air in it in a sec. Definitely looks much cooler. Right, we'll go around now and do the other side. In a sec, Scouse is just going to balance up the front tyres for us, just to make sure we've got no wheel wobble. Also got a pretty sick EK Civic in the workshop. Mr. Lou is just currently fitting a roll cage. I must say, Civics in black do look pretty cool, and it definitely hasn't got any rust holes like my car. Ooh, lovely B series engine, shorter rad just like mine, Mugen air filter, pretty cool. Looks to have some sort of different intake manifold as well, I believe. Maybe that's a skunk 2 number. Cheeky little strut brace, little spoon, pretty tidy Civic this, not gonna lie. Nice little Mugen front grille as well. And I did notice as well, absolute legend has got a send it key tag. Very cool, definitely not available on monkeylondon.com. Quite tight in a Civic as well.
It's a very tight cage,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So just wired in the floor mounts, and then the cage will bolt down onto that. So
Oh, I see, like all the plates down there.
yeah, so I've got that one in. I've got to just do all the rest of them, and then we can finalise and put the cage back in.
To be fair, man, I watched Cage Laser do this with about 4 people, and it was a mission.
It's
so
brutal, isn't it?
I feel for you, man. Oof.
Needs a 10.
Oof. Sweet. One balance wheel. Tyre pressures we're going to try are 32 front, 30 back for now. See what that does.
17, a little bit low.
We could go at 80 for guaranteed wheel slips. Final wheel.
Yeah.
Pretty close. Right, last go. Fingers crossed. Dun 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 dun. Boom. Yay! Nice one, Scousey. Now I'm just going to quickly buzz round with a torque wrench, then we're done.
A few moments later.
Ta-da! One Corolla sitting much cooler on a set of wheels. The suspension probably needs to come down a little bit because obviously it's been in the air. But yeah, what a difference. Amazing what a set of wheels can really do. These are actually the same wheels that Stav has on his Corolla. His is actually running a 3S GTE, so a lot more power than us. Pretty similar looking nonetheless. Once we get a set of coilovers on here, obviously it will drop it down a little bit and make it look a little bit more sporty. Obviously strut braces all sorted, looking pretty cool. Next up, test drive.
Love you. Love you. Love yous.
We're just going to go and do a little test. Obviously it is night time now, so we can't sort of see the massive improvements that we've made, but we will try. God, it's sunny tonight.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
I am actually going to try and buy a new camera soon. There's a new Sony camera out. It's about 1,800 quid though. I found it online for about 1,100, but yeah, it's still a massive investment. But yeah, I do need to get a new camera soon because my one is slowly dying. Final verdict.
Very good.
It's much better, isn't it? No word of a lie, you can literally feel it. It's just got so much more rigidity, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Just for the fact now we're running slightly lower profile tyres, slightly wider tyres, which obviously gives you better surface area. There's a little bit more sort of structural rigidity up front with the strut brace.
Positive.
Good result, yeah. Anyway, that just about wraps it up from me and Mrs. ML. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this cheeky little episode. We'll be back to do another Corolla episode soon for round 2 of mods. And yeah, see you guys soon.